Our attention span is so short. Everything that is happening and will happen was foretold in the first term. In the book tab, I go over material by Bob Woodward, and this is the epilogue. This was his final thoughts on how Trump's first term closed out. I thought back to the conversation with Trump on February 7th when he mentioned the dynamite behind every door, the unexpected explosion that could change everything. He was apparently thinking of some external event that would affect Trump presidency. But now, I've come to the conclusion that the dynamite behind the door was in plain sight. It was Trump himself. The oversized personality, the failure to organize, the lack of discipline, the lack of trust in others he had picked, in experts, the undermining or the attempted undermining of so many American institutions, the failure to be a calming, healing voice, the unwillingness to acknowledge error, the failure to do his homework, to extend an olive branch, to listen carefully to others, to craft a plan. Mattis, Tillerson, and Coates were all conservatives or apolitical people who wanted to help him and the country. Imperfect men who answered a call to public service. They were not the deep state, yet each departed with cruel words from their leader. They concluded that Trump was an unstable threat to their country. Think about that for a minute. The top national security leaders thought the President of the United States was a danger to this country. Trump said the intelligence people needed to go back to school. The generals were stupid. The media was fake news. Trump had spent so many years undermining people that challenged him, not only his opponents, but those who worked for him and the American people. And then he goes on to the end. I close out this book with the belief that almost anything can happen in the Trump presidency. Anything. Trump has talked very tough, often in ways that unsettles even his supporters, but he has not imposed martial law or suspended the Constitution, despite predictions of his opponents. He and his Attorney General, William Barr, have several times challenged the traditional rule of law, unnecessarily in my view. Using the justice system to reward friends and pay back enemies is petty and Nixonian. Constitutional government might seem wobbly at times, but that could change overnight. Still, democracy has held. But leadership has failed. Too often he seemed not to know himself. Decision by tweet, often without warning to those charged with executing his policies, was the last sentence. When his performance as president is taken in its entirety, I can only reach one conclusion. Trump is the wrong man for the job. See you next video.